This show is proudly sponsored by TraderCobb.com, the leaders in checklist-based trading strategy. Yes, that's exactly how it sounds. I'll teach you a literal checklist so you can tick off items and be decisive very quickly. Get across to TraderCobb.com where there's a bunch of free content there for you to have a look at. And of course, if you're interested in having me come to your city, click and register for the live events coming up and filling fast. Have a great day. Visit TraderCobb.com now.
The Trader Cobb Crypto Show, talking business in blockchain.
G'day everybody and welcome to the Trader Cobb Crypto Show. I am back in Sydney, yeehaw, after having a bit of a break, a bit of time out up in a wonderful part of the world that I used to call home, called Noosa Heads. I got some fishing done, some relaxing time done, and last night I had the best sleep I have had in a very long time, bizarrely, as I got home. Anyway, today I'm feeling a little bit behind in my brain cells, so I'm going to be taking it pretty easy getting back into the markets. So what am I seeing out there right now? Well, I'm seeing a bit of a pullback. We're down just about $1,000 right now on Bitcoin. And I'm noticing a little bit of chatter out there. Now, I want to set the record straight. I want to let you know what I'm thinking, what I'm seeing, and what is, okay? What is that we are in a very, very strong uptrend. Okay, now that's on the daily, that's on the weekly, and that's on all time frames in between. All right. Now, I am seeing people suggesting that, we could go back to 6,000. Yeah, it could happen. We could go back to 6,000. Saying that the bears are now in control. If anybody who knows how to read a chart tells you, anybody that does know how to read a chart on those higher time frames, if they tell you that the bears are now back in control, then I'd have to say that they don't know how to read a chart. We still have a wonderfully strong market right now. Yeah, look, it looks likely we could see a pullback. If you recall, a little while back, I was on my lives and whatnot, and also on this podcast, I was talking to you guys about how we could see pullbacks. And I did the extension of the percentage moves that we tend to see, and it got us to 12,600. Now, of course, I know we went higher than that. That was the point at which I thought, okay, well, anything above that, we're getting really, really into territory for pullbacks. Now, we got a little bit above, $1,000 or so, a little bit more, and since then we have started to pull back. Now, of course, we do have a big weekly candle that is now quite bearish looking. I mean, the high of that weekly candle was 13,764, and the low is at 10,388. So that's a pretty damn big candle. You're talking $3,400 from the high to the low. It does look as though we may see a pullback. And let's put some things into perspective here, shall we? From the low point of the market back in November of 2018 to the high that we got to just recently was a 328% move. Okay? With pretty much no pullback. Since we got into an uptrend, we have really not had a decent pullback. Now, don't forget, when we do pull back, we do tend to pull back about 40-odd%, 39 to 40%, right? Something in that figure, something in that vicinity, we tend to pull back. Okay, it's usually going to be between 30 and 40%. Then we have very good moves from there. Now, if we were to pull back 39%, let's just say 39, from where we are, that gets us back down to, let's just call it 8,300. Now, am I saying that it's going to get to 8,300? No. But 8,300 would have us back into that cradle zone because, look, naturally, I work trends. I am pulling back into that cradle zone. That's where I like to trade from. And we are now quite overextended from that region. Now, a pullback into that region, would that be bearish? Absolutely no, not at all. Now, we are going to see the moving averages just tick up shortly in about half an hour's time when the market does close. When this candle does close, we will see those moving averages move because don't forget, the moving averages follow price, not the other way around. So we may still hold ourselves above 11,000, but what I'm getting at is just be prepared. Just because the market pulls back doesn't mean the sky is falling. It just means that we're now having a natural pullback. The candles are starting to get really big up here. One of the things I look out for prior to a pullback, well, it's all starting to happen. Those of you who have gone through the courses will know the overextension part, what to look for, and why I'm actually in a position now where I'm saying, look, it could potentially pull back. I've been wrong before. I was wrong last time. It started to pull back and all the signs were there for a 6,600 to 6,000 move. And then it kicked on. So maybe I'll be wrong again. I don't know. But you just got to be prepared and waiting. No trades for me on Bitcoin right now. Holding to wait and see what goes on. We're at 10,961, down 8%. Ethereum again, another one that's looking pretty average, pretty messy on the chart right now. We're at $295 and 28 cents, down $22 and sitting down 6.79%. Nothing of interest there really for me at all on Ethereum. Once again, I want to see what it does over the coming hours. I'm easing my way back into the market after a little bit of time out. EOS against the dollar, another one. Look, it's below $6, which it hasn't been for quite some time. We've seen that $6 mark really act as strong support for quite some time now, and we have in fact gone below. We're below right now. We're at $5.79, down 8.54%. Be interesting to see what goes on there, as we do have a bigger picture downtrend, lower high, lower low on that daily time frame. And the weekly, look, it's pulled back into the cradle zone, but to the last break up, it didn't really have too much gusto to the upside. So it's going to be pretty interesting to see how EOS plays out over the coming week. Still Lumens, well, still one of the most messy charts on the top 10. It's at 10.4 cents, down 8.62, and there's not much to speak of really. XRP, another one that's just broken down through 40 cents. Look, it has this tendency to do nothing, or sort of, can like go sideways for a while, get really messy, and then pop. Again, we are seeing this now. We go messy back in 2007, resistance, bang, up we go to that $3.40 mark. We see messy again right here. Nice little move, not a huge one, but from like 30 cents up to sort of 50 cents. And now we're back into being a bit messy. We're sitting down 6.5%. Litecoin is at 122.78, down 8.44%. And again, once more, having a very strong bounce off of that 109 level. It is coming back. It's no doubt about that. It is rolling back over, but there's no clear trends for me. Bitcoin Cash again below 450, sitting at 408, down $33 or 7.58%. Another chart that's got me non-interested at all. There's just not enough going on there for me. I don't think there's any strong trend. Binance against the US dollar Tether is at $32.54, down 8.43% again and again. Another one that looks like it could be having a larger pullback. No trades for me right now. China's at 3.2 cents, down 8%. And again, a very ugly, messy looking chart. Look, there's not a lot of inspiration out there across the top 10 for trading opportunities right now. As I go into Cardano, another one that's struggling. Look, it did tap out at 10 cents a couple of times, and since then we've come back off to 8.2 cents, down 7.83% right now. And again, just nothing that I'm really interested in trading. So my advice to myself right now is to just take your time, see what the market does. It's going to shake itself out and do something. What it does, well, that's not up to me. I just got to be there when it does do something that fits my trading rules, guys. I'm very happy to be back in my office, and once this relaxing brain fog passes, I will be back into it full on. Have a great day, and don't forget to get across to tradercobb.com if you want to get involved. Have a good one, guys. Bye for now. This show is proudly sponsored by tradercobb.com, the leaders in checklist-based trading strategy. Yes, that's exactly how it sounds. I'll teach you a literal checklist so you can tick off items and be decisive very quickly. Get across to tradercobb.com, where there's a bunch of free content there for you to have a look at. And of course, if you're interested in having me come to your city, click and register for the live events coming up and filling fast. Have a great day. Visit tradercobb.com now.